thank you for stopping by. I wanted to come on today and share with you a powerful tool that I use in my program. I also have a book coming out, and I'm not going to give into what the story is on the book yet, but I want to share with you this powerful tool. But before I do that, I want to introduce myself. I'm Jen with the Mentality of Mindset, and I have a powerful story I want to share today. So if you have any kids that are in the room, please make sure that they leave, or you are able to kind of quiet the story down a little bit, because this is a pretty intense story. So I had a client of mine that I used to work with. She's doing wonderful now, and we are talking, and I asked her if I could share this story, but I'm not going to give you out her name or anything. But I was just so happy to hear from her, and she just reached out to me to thank me again. She just had her third child, and so the story is very powerful, but I wanted to share with you these tools because it really helped with her situation. So let me first preface this by saying that I'm not a doctor and I'm not a guru. I have no interest in giving you addictive drugs and or pills to take. But I do want to really encourage you, and that's my primary goal, is to help you to be able to navigate to your goals and through them so that you can have an amazing life. So this tool is where we dive deep and we go back and we rewrite things that have happened in the past. Now, I know I've shared with you my little piece, which was that I was homeless when I was a child, and that's just the beginning of my story. But with her story, the two intermingled because she had been homeless as a child as well. And we both were able to use this tool to go back and rewrite parts of our life so that we can look at them as empowering as opposed to bad things that had happened to us. It was really became, as hard as it is to say from her story, a gift, as it was for me, than a curse. So her story was that she was at a party. She had not been drinking or anything like that. It was a family party. And she left, and back then they did not have cell phones. She went to a phone booth just to let her family know that, hey, I went to the store on the way home, I'm on my way home. Well, she was abducted. She went out to the parking lot to get into her car, and something happened to her, and she doesn't really know to this day, but she thinks that they put her in a van. But she was taken, she was raped, and she was thrown afterwards into a field. When she woke from the situation, she was underneath a tree, and she heard the rustling of the leaves and felt the cold air on her legs. So she looked around and discovered, okay, I'm not paralyzed, I'm not, I'm okay, my body's okay, but I'm naked and I gotta find help. And there's not my abductor anywhere around. So she was able to go to a farm, and they rescued her from there, but not really. She lived the trauma over and over and over again. And it was a terrible thing for her, but her legs also became very swollen. If you've ever seen anybody that has elephantitis in their legs, it's painful, but it's also, there can be infection in there, and so hers became infected, and it went to her heart, so it weakened her heart. Well, all this was sitting on her body and her mind. Yes, on her body as well, because I really believe that we hold emotions in our muscle tissue. if you think of emotions as water, you also see that the muscle holds a lot of water. And so that water carries or conducts the emotions through the muscles. She was getting cramps in her legs at night. It was just a terrible situation. So when I started working with her, we went back and we reconstructed that moment, that trauma time that was triggering all of these kind of symptoms after that. And she also worked with another consultant, but what happened was we looked back at that situation and talked about the leaves and talked about the cold air on her legs. Every time from that moment on, she thought of the leaves as something bad. She also thought of the cold air as something bad. So every time she would feel the cold air, she would curse her legs. She would curse the feeling. She was really, what she was doing was cursing the pain that she felt. And so when we went back to rewrite it, it became this beautiful story because those leaves actually woke her up. Had she remained asleep, she might have died. It was very cool that night. Something might have happened to her even worse. So those leaves were there to save her. They woke her up. They did something to rattle her or shake her, but they were a gift. And the other thing was that her legs, feeling that cold air on her legs, was a gift. It was saying, I am here, I'm supporting you, we're strong, I'm waking you up, I'm giving you circulation, I am making you aware that I'm here to support you. And they allowed her to get up, and even though she was traumatized and really badly bruised up, and run. So that became the new script, was that her legs were healthy and strong and powerful, and the air felt good on her legs. Well, so in the program, we go back and we navigate then to go into the future and what your future dreams are and how you can use those old scripts and turn them around and navigate into some beautiful, powerful goals. So I hope this helped you so you can kind of see how the program works. That's just one tool that I use. But I also wanted to say that she is doing wonderful. She has a business, she has a family, and she has a very happy life. So I was so excited. It's so good when you can hear from somebody you've helped so much. I'm just humbled because it really... it's hard when you try to help somebody and they're going through so much. You just want to take that pain away. But when you can really dive deep into what the pain is, and she was willing to do that, then you will come off to a better future. And so I just wanted to share this story with you. I also wanted to leave you with a beautiful quote from Robin Robbins. I don't know if you know who she is. She is with ABC correspondent, and she is just an amazing, Robin Roberts. I know I said Robbins. And she said that when fear knocks at your door, let faith answer. I deal with fear all the time and have to really confront it and really see why I'm feeling this fear. But fear is another thing that we can just tell ourselves, okay, I'm feeling this way. What am I supposed to grow from? Instead of sitting in it and being scared and hiding in a dark closet or whatever. But I wanted to wish you all love today, and I will talk to you soon.